السلام علیکم ویورز، کیسے ہیں آپ؟ امید ہے آپ اچھے ہوں گے۔ ہمیشہ خوش رہیں، خوشیاں بانٹیں۔ پاکستان گرامر اسکول یوٹیوب چینل کی طرف سے آپ کو خوش آمدید۔ خدا کرے کہ میری عرض پاک پر اترے، خدا کرے کہ میری عرض پاک پر اترے، وہ فصل گل جسے اندیشہ زوال نہ ہو۔ یہاں جو پھول کھلے وہ کھلا رہے صدیوں، یہاں خزاں کو گزرنے کی بھی مجال نہ ہو۔ گھنی گھٹائیں یہاں ایسی بارشیں برسائیں کہ پتھروں سے بھی روئیدگی محال نہ ہو۔ خدا کرے کہ نہ خم ہو سرے وقار وطن، اور اس کے حسن کو تشویش ماہ و سال نہ ہو۔ ہر ایک فرد ہو تہذیب و فن کا اوج کمال، ہر ایک فرد ہو تہذیب و فن کا اوج کمال، کوئی ملول نہ ہو کوئی خستہ حال نہ ہو۔ خدا کرے کہ میرے ایک بھی ہم وطن کے لیے حیات جرم نہ ہو، زندگی وبال نہ ہو۔ Today I am going to make you peep in the history of the War of September 1965. It was the night of 6 September 1965. The people of Pakistan were enjoying a sound sleep. They were unaware of the evil designs of their enemy. At the dead of night, the Indian forces took advantage of the darkness and marched upon Pakistan secretly like thieves. Their act of bravery was to cross the international border, captivate the customs staff, a conductor and a driver of a Lahore omnibus, and catch hold of a bus. They found the border unguarded and thought of capturing Lahore so as to take their afternoon tea in the Gymkhana. It was soon proved that the Indian commanders were living in a fool's paradise and built castles in the air. They had entered the den of a lion when he was asleep, and as soon as he was awake and gave an alarming roar, they had to take to their heels. The armed forces of Pakistan were materially weak and also smaller in number, but they were alive to their duty. Every soldier and every officer had a firm faith in the glory and honor of his homeland. They all rose to their occasion. They all rose to the occasion and proved equal to the task. On every front of war they gave such an account of themselves as won a high renown and earned a great tribute for them all over the world. The land forces faced the Indian in Kashmir and captured the fortress of Cham and Jodia, which have a great importance from strategic point of view. India opened another front and attacked the suburbs of Lahore. Our forces not only repulsed their attack but also made a counter attack and conquered Khemkiran along with a long area. They faced the enemy in another sector. It was Rajasthan. In this sector also they captured a long tract of Indian territory. The biggest tank battle was fought in Sialkot. India brought forth more than 600 tanks and a full division of army specially trained in fighting in mountainous region. It was the heaviest and strongest attack, but our heroic forces humbled the Indians even in this attack. Many of our soldiers sacrificed their lives in bombing the enemy tanks. History fails to show an example of such heroism. The victories of our air forces are a matter of the greatest pride for us. The number of fighting planes was very small, and they had a threefold duty before them. They had to provide air cover to the land forces, defend the country against any Indian air attack, and also launch an offensive campaign. Pathankot was the nearest Indian air bases that could be used against Pakistan. So it was the first target where more than a dozen Indian fighter planes were destroyed. The Indian air base of Adhampur, Halwara, Ambala, etc. were burned to ashes, and within a couple of days, the Indian Air Forces was crippled. دشت تو دشت ہیں دریا بھی نہ چھوڑے ہم نے دشت تو دشت ہیں دریا بھی نہ چھوڑے ہم نے بحر ظلمات میں دوڑا دیے گھوڑے ہم نے. In this jihad, our navy also did not lag behind. It was much more than a miracle that one of our warships made a long voyage upon and destroyed Dwarka and its powerful radar. It was considered a feat of naval skill and strategy. As a result of it, the Indian Navy was demoralized and never appeared in the open waters to take their revenge. They tried only once in the last phase of the war. Our Navy came into action, and the famous submarine of Ghazi torpedoed an Indian frigate. Thus, all the three Indian forces suffered crushing defeats on all fronts. The Indian government rushed on the UNO for ceasefire. Truth is always truth. Even on moral side, India failed to win world opinion. Our armed forces have to revive the glorious tradition of the Muslim Mujahids who have lived through history. They have proved their valor, worth and superiority in the world. So long live our armed forces. Ameen. So viewers, if you enjoyed this peep into the history, please like the video and subscribe the channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Assalamu alaikum. Allah Hafiz.